This is a traveler's notebook cover, and I love using it. But there's one small thing that can make writing uncomfortable for me. The elastic knot in the back sits under the page. You don't always see it on camera, but when you write, you feel it. Most people aren't bothered by this at all, but for me, it disrupts the writing experience. Today, I'll show you how I move that knot into the spine so the writing surface stays flat. Hi, I'm Julie, and welcome to my analog notebooks. Before I show you how I do this, one important thing. Because this is a permanent modification, I really recommend living with your traveler's notebook as it is for a while first. The bump from the knot doesn't bother everyone. And if it doesn't bother you, there's no reason to change anything. This modification is only worth doing if you already know from using your TN that it gets in the way of writing for you. I've made the same change to 3 other traveler's notebook covers. One for over 10 years, one for several years, and one for about a year. And they've all held up well. These are the tools I'm using: a ruler with centimeter markings, a pencil to mark the spot, something underneath to protect the surface, and an awl, not a needle. I'm measuring my regular size camel cover here, and I'm using centimeters, not inches. On this cover, it's 11 centimeters from the center of the existing hole to the top and 11 centimeters to the bottom, which keeps the new hole perfectly centered. That gives me the exact middle of the spine. Once I've measured, I mark the spot lightly on the outside of the spine. I also have something underneath to protect the surface because the awl does go all the way through the leather. Inside the spine, there's one long elastic that holds the notebook inserts. It looks like 2 strands, but it's actually one elastic, and it runs right behind the spot where we're punching from the outside. So after I've measured and marked the spot, I flip the cover around, slide a finger under both strands, and pull the elastic away from the center of the spine. Because it's elastic, I keep that tension on while I flip the cover back so the outside is facing up. With the insert elastic held clear, I punch the hole right where I marked it. I'm using an awl here. I wouldn't recommend a needle. It can bend or snap, and an awl is much safer for this. I'm not forcing it, just steady pressure until it goes through. Once the spine hole is done and about the same size as the original hole, I remove the awl and then release the internal spine elastic. Then I remove the elastic from the back flap and thread it through the new spine hole. It always takes a bit of patience to get the elastic through the hole. Nothing else about the cover changes. To show how this sits in practice, I put in 3 traveler's notebook inserts here, all of them used, and 2 of them quite full. This gives a realistic picture of how the cover behaves when it's actually in use. Moving the knot into the spine does add a little bulk there instead of on the back flap. For me, that's a trade-off I'm happy to make because it keeps the writing surface flat. With these 3 used inserts, there is a very slight overhang, mainly because 2 of them are already quite bulky. If you use 1 or 2 inserts, it's usually not noticeable at all. If you use several very full inserts and prefer a completely minimal profile, this can contribute to the infamous traveler's notebook overhang. It's minor, but it's something to be aware of. What matters most to me is that when I open the notebook now, the surface lies flat. There's no raised spot underneath, and writing feels smooth all the way across the page. For me, that small change makes a big difference. This is a permanent modification and is definitely not for everyone. But if the back elastic bothers you, this is how I've solved it. Separate from this practical modification, if you're ever in the mood to have a traveler's notebook cover customized by a professional company, I've made a separate, longer, reflective video documenting the thinking and sketches behind my commission cover. Thank you for being here.